Part 2. The Promise of Mr. Nightmare. No one spoke as midnight approached. The family sat in the dark living room, the clock ticking louder with every second. Each tick felt like a warning. The hallway lay ahead of them, swallowed by shadow, silent, but alert like it was waiting. When the clock struck 12:12 a.m., the air shifted, the temperature dropped suddenly, and the familiar smell of their home faded, replaced by something damp and old, like a basement that had never seen light. Then came the sound, click. The hallway light flickered once, twice, and the door appeared. It stood taller now, wider, as if it had grown closer while they weren't looking. The black would pulse faintly, almost breathing. The silver eye lock opened slowly, staring at each of them in turn. This time, the whisper did not wait. "I have returned," it said. "You may call me Mr. Nightmare." The name wrapped around them like cold fog. "I come with gifts," Mr. Nightmare continued gently. "I reward those brave enough to take what they desire." The carved words on the door glowed brighter than before. "Only one may enter. Only the first shall be rewarded." Matteo swallowed hard. His heart pounded not with fear alone, but with something else. Hope. Dangerous hope. "How do we know you're telling the truth?" Mr. Alvarez demanded. The lock blinked slowly. "Because I already know your truths," Mr. Nightmare replied. "I know what keeps you awake at night." The hallway darkened, shadows peeled away from the walls, stretching and twisting into shapes that looked almost human. Matteo saw himself older, strong, successful, free. No more small house, no more struggling parents, no more fear of being nothing. Sophia saw her sick friend smiling again. Bills paid, pain gone. Mr. Alvarez saw debt erased. Respect returned. A life where he was no longer tired or ashamed. Mrs. Alvarez saw safety, control, a world where nothing could hurt her children again. The visions vanished. Silence returned. Greed crept in quietly. "Only one," Matteo whispered. "Yes," Mr. Nightmare replied softly. "That is the rule. Desire is strongest when it must compete." The door creaked slightly open, just enough for darkness to spill onto the floor like thick smoke. A low chorus of whispers followed, voices layered upon voices, crying, laughing, begging. Sophia grabbed her brother. "This isn't right," she said. "Good things don't come from places like that." Mr. Nightmare chuckled. "Good and bad are stories people tell themselves," he said. "I only give what is asked for." The shadows under the door began to move, crawling like fingers across the floor. "Time is short," the voice warned. "Another family waits elsewhere." Matteo stepped forward. "I'll do it," he said. "I'm the oldest. It should be me." Mrs. Alvarez rushed to him, gripping his arm. "No, please." The eye lock widened, glowing brighter. "You want more," Mr. Nightmare whispered to Matteo alone. "And I can give it." Matteo's hands shook. His fear screamed at him to stop, but his desire spoke louder. He pulled free. The moment his fingers touched the lock, the hallway screamed. The door flew open. Darkness exploded outward, cold and alive. Hands reached from inside to many, too thin, bending the wrong way. Faces pressed against the shadows, mouths open in silent screams. Matteo tried to pull back, too late. The darkness wrapped around him and dragged him inside. The door slammed shut. Silence fell like a grave. Mrs. Alvarez collapsed to her knees, screaming his name. Sophia sobbed. Tomas shook, unable to speak. The lock blinked calmly. "Well chosen," Mr. Nightmare said cheerfully. "But the night is not over." New words carved themselves into the door. Greed goes first. Fear follows. The family backed away. hearts broken and minds clear too late. And the lesson burned painfully into their souls. Greed makes danger look like opportunity. Promises mean nothing without truth. What tempts you often knows you too well. And when desire speaks louder than love, loss always answers. Stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching.